on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And now Dallas' starting group. Daniel Gafford is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Williams, then it's Ball, and it's Flagg in at the 3 spot. And for Detroit, Ivy and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. Harris and Duren together in the middle. And it's Cunningham in at 1. With a handful of games played now, we can start to get a sense of how things might shape up this season, Stan.
Yeah, you can get a feel for how things might stack up in a few months' time. You see which teams have put something special together and which teams still have work to do.
Some real progress in improving this part of his game. Now you got to take him seriously from deep.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. So it's Detroit now, after the basket by Dallas. Ball taking his time here. And Ivy pulls it down.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Harris. There's the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Ball outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Stolen by Thompson. Ivy outside. Cunningham passes to Thompson. And it's Harris. That time on the assist by Thompson.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
Pass to Flagg. Gafford the screen. The putback.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Here's Duren. Lets it go from 11. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Harris has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good find by Ivy, keeping his options open.
And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Here's Cunningham. After the basket by Dallas. Thompson, a screen on Williams. To the inside. That's tipped. And Thompson gets it to go.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Williams passes to Gafford. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, and his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Dallas. And they doubled up Cunningham. Harris passes to Ivy. Now Thompson. Back to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. Duren with a screen on Ball. And here's Ivy from the arc. All alone on the break. And the dunk by Gafford.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Pass to Harris. Back to Ivy from the arc. Drills it from deep. Ivy's got 6 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ball outside. There's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Detroit leading by 7. Pass to Cunningham. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Oh, stolen by Harris. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. Cunningham. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo surveys. Over Harris. Gafford. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Pistons. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Williams passes to Antetokounmpo. An easy 2 on the layup.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Detroit leading by 8. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
The Mavericks have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Ivy against Ball. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Detroit has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Duran with a screen on Gafford. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here they come. Over Ivy, and again it's Dallas.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Harris with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, this guy's so clever and crafty. Cunningham with a world-class fake.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Well, it's his heart and leadership that set Cunningham apart. He's never given you less than 100%, and he's always playing to win.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart, he's checked in for Duran. Reed comes in for Harris. Holland, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Robinson in for Ivy. Both shots good from the strike.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team.
Here's Rollins. Oh, he picked him clean. Robinson on the wing. Pass to Holland for 3. The rebound by Mann. Mavericks trail by 8. Left side, Green. And here's Christie. Green, a screen. Floats one up. And there's a whistle. That goes on Max Christie. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Detroit leading by 8. Now Cunningham. He's got 9. Again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Green with a screen on Robinson. Here's Christie. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night here.
At the line for the Mavericks, Christie. One shot.
The Pistons leading. Reed with it. Still no points. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Cunningham outside. Buries it from three.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. The fourth spot held by Cade Cunningham.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Rollins. Yet to see a basket. Outside man. Adams with a screen on Robinson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Outside Robinson. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Rollins. On the wing man. Outside, Green. From downtown. The putback. No luck on that one. The Pistons lead by 6. Now here's Cunningham. Last game he had 28 points. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Mavericks shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling things.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Ryan. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you, Brian.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Rollins. Outside, Green. On the wing, Christie. Green, a screen. Elbow shot on the way. Christie's shot is off.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Adams comes with a double. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
A minute 22 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Rollins no good. Detroit leading by 6. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Pass to Reed. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
On the wing, Green. Here's Rollins. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Rollins. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
.35 seconds left now in the first quarter. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Tipped. Man, the pass to Adams. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Adams. And Adams drops them both. .20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holland. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Antetokounmpo. Giannis. Antetokounmpo. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Holland for 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. Scoring, passing, imposing his will at the offensive end. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as the when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
Harris and Duren together in the middle. Jaden Ivey is out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Robinson. Ivey outside, back to Thompson. Pass to Harris. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Flagg, defended by Thompson. Puts up the 8-footer, and it's Flagg missing. The Pistons lead by 8. Ivey outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Ivey's got 12 points in the game.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivey has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
And here's Flagg outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Robinson. Pass to Ivey. Back to Robinson. Now here's Duren. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Robinson. Ball with a steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. With the 7-footer. Antetokounmpo striding up court on the break.
So fun to see Giannis in space with the ball like that. Well, fun for his team.
The Pistons have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Harris left side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
Good on the second one. And here is Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against Indiana.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
And that one's good. Flagg.
Yeah, and this young kid Flagg has so much confidence in his scoring ability, and that makes him dangerous off the catch.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Duren finds Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harris has got 7 points.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Ball. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Robinson. Ball. LaMelo working inside.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Detroit leading by 7. Now Ivey. 14 points for him last game against Orlando. Duren with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Harris. Duren in the post. Antetokounmpo's there. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Monday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the 76ers, that'll be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Green's checked in for the Mavericks. Detroit has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Ivey. And here's Harris. Takes a three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Now here's Ivy. He's got 12. And here's Flagg outside. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, Flagg has that 3 ball. His bag is pretty deep.
Ivy with the ball. Pass to Robinson, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Pistons in second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Here's Robinson. After the Mavericks picking up a basket just a moment ago. Duran with a screen on Green. Here's Harris. Count it. His 4th bucket in 8 shots.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Robinson against Ball. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Harris. Harris is doubled. Over Green. Harris misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Here's Ball. Stolen by Ivy. Pass to Duran. Now here's Harris. The 3. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Man, I'll tell you what. Everything Harris does tonight offensively has been working. He's piling up the points.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris, and Cade Cunningham subbed in for Robinson. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Flagg. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. And here's Green from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The Pistons have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Collins, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Williams. Dallas has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Ivy. And there's a whistle. That goes on Max Christie. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And Dallas making a change here. Adams is checked in. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 12. Here's Stewart. That one is off. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Ball outside. Pass to Christie. Here's the three. Up again. Oh, the foul by Giannis.
Yeah, what a save by Giannis. He should always be crashing the offensive glass like this.
Here's Ivy. And here's Cunningham. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Reed's checked in for Thompson. Mann, he's checked in for Dallas. Rollins comes in for LaMelo Ball. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Rollins. Green with a screen on Cunningham. Rollins passes to Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Detroit has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to Holland. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
And here's Mann. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Mavericks, man, 20 minutes. One shot.
And that one misses. Detroit leading by 3. Inside. Here's Reed. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Rollins passes to Adams. And down it goes. 2 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. And here's Ivy from the arc. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Dallas has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
And so it's Detroit with it after the basket by Dallas. Pass to Ivy. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Right side, Christie. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass. Pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
Pistons trail by 4. And there's a whistle. That goes on Max Christie. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Down low. Here's Stewart. Ivy, left side, just 4 to shoot. Holland gets the bucket.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here's Dallas now. They're on a 14-6 run. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Reed after the basket by Dallas. And here's Cunningham outside. Ball with the rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Shoots. Antetokounmpo. Ooh, basket interference. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. Pistons trail by 3. Ivy outside. Pass to Holland. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Things have changed for him this quarter. It's starting to go his way.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Ball right side. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ball's got 8 points.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And the Pistons shooting 47% so far in the second. Pass to Reed. Back to Cunningham. Unloads. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. 14 points for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Williams passes to Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, no good. The Pistons trailing. Ivy, left side. On the wing, Ivy. Cunningham outside. Tries again. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3.
At the line for Detroit, Cunningham.
What's up?
Cunningham. One shot.
Cunningham, no good on the free throw. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And they'll keep possession.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Well, Detroit's shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And it's Cunningham missing. Ball outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And it's ball off the drive. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Giannis Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Dallas Mavericks. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Get ready for your bucket back. Arena Entertainment.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Bucks playing at Fiserv Forum as they go up against the Kings. 5 p.m. Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
This feels like a toss-up between have-nots.
Yeah, both teams have faced some big challenges thus far. And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.